Hey, what's up? It's Comic 95, the Savior. I am starting a new series in which I want to help you guys to come to Japan, specifically for those of you who do not have degrees and or that do not have a lot of money. So as you've probably researched, Japan is expensive, and I will be debunking a lot of myths, giving you advice on what schools to apply to, how to apply to them, how to save money, and how to get visas. But before we can get into any of that stuff, for this very first part to the video series, I want to really let you guys know that only you can bring yourself here to Japan. Not me, not your friends, not your parents. You have to fight for it and you have to work for it. So many of you spend so much time watching YouTubers and reading blogs on people showing off their vast, crazy lifestyles in Japan, and you follow these guys on Instagram, and sure, they take nice pictures. Sure, it looks nice. Oh, it's great. But what are you doing? All you're saying is, oh, I really want to go to Japan. You're so lucky, etc. And, it's nice. It feels great. Like, oh, thanks. But in the same sense, you're not doing anything for yourself. I want you to come to Japan. Don't worry about what the other big YouTubers are doing or the bloggers are doing. Saying that you want to go there and wishing and dreaming is not going to bring you here to Japan. I want you to know that you don't have to be rich. You don't have to have a lot of money. I came to Japan with absolutely nothing pretty much. I used every single last dime that I had to move to Japan, and I struggled for a while when I first arrived. So don't feel like you have to have all your ducks in a row. Everything does not have to be perfect. Moving to Japan is like having children. It's never going to be the right time. You're never going to be prepared. It doesn't matter, how much money you have saved up or how well you speak Japanese. Do not believe that you are going to ever be perfectly prepared. And speaking of which, I want to get those things out of the way. Number one, you do not have to speak Japanese in order to live in Japan, to visit Japan, to go to school in Japan. Absolutely not. You can actually get by in Japan just fine speaking 100% English. I don't recommend this, but I would not use this as an excuse to not come here. You will learn as you go. A lot of the things that you learn is actually not natural when speaking Japanese. For example, the way that you introduce yourself, saying dozo yoroshiku onegaishimasu, that is not how people talk. Saying they don't ever say no. There's a lot of little stuff that you've been taught. You'll learn a lot of slang, a lot of, different things just from being there, dating people, making friends, working, and going to school with Japanese people. Do not fret, freak out, and worry about your language skills. You do not need to even pass the JLPT 5. I have personally just passed 4 this year, and I have been here for 2 years. My pronunciation is not the greatest. I do not know as much Japanese as some other people that have been here for less time than me, and that's totally fine. Here I am working, going to school, I'm living and doing just fine here in Japan. So all I want to say is, don't worry about your language skills. Number 2, you do not have to be rich. So many people think that you have to have a lot of money to come to Japan because Japan is so expensive, and it's honestly not. I will make a video talking about the actual prices in Japan in comparison to America, which is my home country. So yeah, don't worry about having money. I grew up in, the working poor, middle class family. My mom did not have a ton of money. I did not qualify for, a lot of money through financial aid. There was a lot of, stuff, so to speak. So I will help you guys out with that as well. I'll make a video that's specifically on getting your finances together here in Japan. But do not use or think, that that's an excuse because you're not rich. You weren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth. You don't need to have a lot of money to come to Japan. And number 3, you think that you can't come to Japan because you don't have a degree. Again, I came to Japan without a degree. I did finish and earn my degree here. I'm actually still currently going to school, and I'm working on a different degree right now. So do not worry about not having a degree. There are different ways you can come here to Japan legally, and that do not include, using false information or having a sham marriage or a fake degree. So do not freak out about not having everything together. Number 1, you don't need to speak Japanese, not a lick. Number 2, you can be broke. You do not need to be filthy rich to be here in Japan, to live, to visit, to go to school or work here. And number 3, you do not need to have a bachelor's degree to stay in Japan long term and work here. Again, please stay tuned for the rest of my series. I will show you how to do or explain to you how I personally did everything and give you advice that you can use for yourself. I will give you tips, tricks, links, and I will also write everything inside of a blog post. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you stay tuned for my series and that I can answer a lot of your questions. If you have any specific questions about staying, living, or working here in Japan, please write them down below in the comment section, or you can email me. All of my information is in the description box down below. So, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. This is Comic95 the Savior, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!